Okay, hello everybody. Let's start our second meeting in English. So the last one was last year. So I hope this year we can do more than just one by year. So today Luana is giving her presentation. She's going to share with us some advice and tips regarding the writing in English. So, Luana, it's up to you.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. So, I study chemical engineering, but I have just started. I am in the third year, and I am a beginner. You probably have more experience than I have, okay? So, today I want to tell you some problems, some difficulties I had while writing this article, okay? My name is Luana. I am from Bagé, and I am a teacher at Topway and a student at Unipampa. Now, I don't know, you can start. So, how I started having contact with English. I started studying English in 2015. So I started at an English student, and I was at high school by that time. Okay. After that, I graduated from like 3 years later because it took a while. But I graduated in English and I started working in the same school I graduated. So I started studying at Topway, and then I started working at Topway as a receptionist. When you work at Topway, you need to speak English all the time. So I started practicing English every day. And then it helped me to improve my English, because when you study and you stop practicing, then you will lose some things. It will be more difficult to speak in the future. But when you practice every day, it is easier. And then I worked for 1 year as a receptionist, and then I started working as an English teacher in 2019. And I'm still an English teacher at Topway, the same school. Before I studied English, I used to have contact with movies and music and this kind of culture that it's related to English, and it was helpful. It helped me a lot to understand English. So I started college. I started Unipampa in 2018. It was the same year I started working as a receptionist. So it was the same year I started practicing English every day. It was very important for me to improve my English. In the second year, as a chemical engineering student, I met Alaor and Gabriela. So I started having contact with scientific works and scientific articles. And at the beginning of 2020, of this year, I started writing about absorption with Alaor. So it was a new topic for me because I am a beginner, and absorption was something strange for me. So I needed to read about that and write about something you don't know so well. It's a little bit complicated. So I needed to understand absorption, and then I needed to work with English scientific terms. So for an English teacher, you think that it was easy to write a scientific article, but actually it was difficult. The next, please, Professor. So it was difficult for me to write because, because of what I told you. Like, I needed to learn about absorption, and then I needed to know new scientific terms, because the spoken English, the English we use every day, it's a little bit different from the written English, the English we use to write. So I had these problems with scientific terms and new vocabulary that I didn't know. Sometimes even in Portuguese, I didn't know what they were. And synonyms, so the text can't be repetitive, and then you need to know different words with the same meaning to work well. I needed to be brief and more direct, so I use it to write things in high school. So like I use it to write essay for ENEM. And that was my experience writing. So writing an article, a scientific article, was different because the way you use the words, it's different. Then you need to be more direct and follow the generic model of the articles that you can run from it. And being creative and working with my lack of experience. So I always had some problems for writing. Like I am a little bit insecure, and then I have always thought that I was not good in writing. So I always had this problem in my mind. And my lack of experience, because I consider myself a beginner and I don't know a lot of things about chemical engineering. I have much more to study. I am going to the 5th semester, so I am starting to see what is chemical engineering, and I needed to work with these two things. Please, Professor. Okay, so the things I used to work with this. Alaor can help me if he wants. So scientific terms and new vocabulary, being brief and more direct, follow the generic model of the articles. For these two problems, I used Science Direct to search for new articles, of course, and then understand the format of the articles. And then I used Sci-Hub because, right, we need to unlock the articles. So in this case, it was very important to read the other articles and take them as an example because of the model, the way you will write, the format of the things, and because of the terms. Because we use some terms in spoken English that are different from written English, and then I could learn a lot of scientific terms just by reading these articles. So I think it was very important for me. The synonyms, so the text can be repetitive. We need to have more vocabulary to write. And then here, I don't know if you can see. I put here the ways I search for words normally, okay? And two ways actually we have. Thank you. So when we have a word, I use it as an example, the word however. And then you put however meaning. You will have here the description of this word, the meaning of this word. When you have the meaning of the word, Google will give you some synonyms of this word. So this is a way I found to look for synonyms. And then here we have the translation that we can also use. It can be useful. Okay, and yes. Not before. But okay. And if you search for however, if you Google however, the word, you will have Google Translator. So you can have the word in Portuguese, and then you have a list of synonyms too. I don't know if you can see, but I believe you know that. Being creative and working with my lack of experience, then Alaor helped me a lot. He taught me a lot of things about absorption, and Gabriela as well. So it was very, very important for me to talk with them, because sometimes when you read some things, it's not so clear as when you talk, when you listen to them, or when a person explains something. So it was very important to talk to them and listen to them, and not only about absorption, about the topic, but the tips for writing, like you need to do this, and this. So the steps were very important for me. Okay, the next, please, teacher. So it was very short. I don't know, I think that's all I have to share with you. And yesterday I was searching for Grammarly. It's a website or an app, I think, that helps you to write in English. It will correct your words in English. I don't know how it works. I think there is a free version and a premium version too, but it seems to be very nice because while you write the words, the app will identify it's incorrect and then it will correct the word for you. I don't use that, but I have seen many advertisements about this and it seems to be interesting. Okay, so thank you guys for your attention. And now I would like to exchange ideas because you have more experience than I have. And I believe you have been through a lot of things. You have more than one article probably, or you are not writing for the first time. And you can speak English, Portuguese if you want, like feel comfortable. But I think we could talk now.
Yeah.